Part 2 continued. As previously stated, within 2 weeks of myself signing a voluntary agreement for my daughter to be in medical care and have the necessary treatment that social services assured me that she needed, I found myself making my first court appearance, which was, quite bewildering, to be fair. Now, whilst all this was going on with my daughter being ill, unfortunately last July 2011 my mother passed away as well. So that really, the emotional turbulence that was going through my heart and my daughter's heart and the family generally, the timing couldn't have been worse, to be fair. So basically we find ourselves at this juncture signing the voluntary agreement to the hospital, as I said. I did this and then made my first court appearance in 2013 of this year, whereby the closed family courts semi-rubber stamped, that's basically unofficially agreeing to my daughter being placed in foster care and me having no say in it. The first stage of which was to rubber stamp her staying in the hospital, and then within a month or so of that appearance and my daughter, future potentially being established, I was whisked back to court for a second appearance, by which point it was getting close to the end of my daughter's stay in hospital, and at the end of April 2013 she went from hospital straight into private foster care without even coming home for a weekend. All of which, needless to say, caused myself and my family extreme emotional turbulence. Now, the thing about all of this that puzzles me is that I have looked at the definitions for emotional mental neglect, and even on the United Kingdom's NHS definitions website, there is no clearly defined definition of emotional and mental neglect per se. There are loose definitions, but there's nothing specific that legally I think could be used against me. I do appreciate that I'm probably not the only one in this boat. In fact, I know I'm not the only one in this boat. But here's my question. How can social services justify taking children or a child from a family on allegations of hearsay? In fact, this has agitated me so much that the counsel that I managed to hire for the court hearings, I fired. Because as I said to the counsel, and according to basically I cited the counsel the findings of my personal research that I had done through books and the internet and media, and the conclusion that I arrived at then is what I stand by now, and it's this. Number one, closed family courts are accountable to nobody. They seem to have far too much power. I am talking about the United Kingdom. Obviously, it may be a very similar situation in other countries. I can't state for a fact that is the case. Number two, the United Kingdom police force and social services seem to work extremely closely together to, for want of a better word, emotionally abuse parent or parents of children who they deem need to go into foster care. But one of the biggest things that agitates me about all of this, there's a whole load of history that goes further back that I won't go into right now, because basically I'm looking to see if I can find anyone who's been through similar things, genuinely similar things, and is willing to get back to me, so that we can maybe pool our resources and thoughts and see if we can do something to put an end to this farce. Because here's the thing, and it's the thing that grates me, and that's with a capital G, okay? People that have alcohol addictions and have children, their children stay at home. People that have a drug addiction, a child or children, their children stay at home. People that fraternise and associate with known disreputable persons, let's say, the children stay at home. So maybe somebody on this godforsaken planet can tell me why decent people who are just trying to go about their business quietly, who don't bother anybody else, are just trying to raise their family to the best of their ability, whilst also coping with a disability, a physical disability that's extremely draining to my own persona, are deemed as unfit parents. Now, I'm not stupid or naive, and I know that there's no such thing for justice unless you have money. M-O-N-E-Y, or D-O-L-L-A-R-S if you're in the United States watching this. And at the end of the day, this is all pre-contrived and pre-cooked. You know, to ruin the lives of children or a child, and to place them with strangers and say that they're better off living with strangers is more in their interest, when the strangers are highly financially rewarded, as are the social workers who receive a bonus for placing children in foster care or adopting, and also receive promotion, climb the promotion ladder. You know, this has got to stop. Where the hell is the sense of decency, righteousness, and so-called freedom of the individual when people can get away with doing this? There may be further updates in the future, depending on the feedback I get from this video. But if you have watched it all of this video, because it's my first one, and you understand where I'm coming from, or I've been through a similar thing, please, please, please do not hesitate to message me. But only if you're genuine, because I don't have time for wasters. In the meantime, take care, and hopefully I'll be posting again soon. Bye.